Good morning, everybody. It's Mike from Houston, Texas. Just showing a little weather update. What's going on in Houston right now? So, let me wish you guys happy Black Friday. Doesn't look like there's going to be going to the store for me today. Look at this. Guess you can buy stuff online now, anyway. Anyway, I'm just hopping on here also. So I was thinking of some Facebook Live ideas that why people would need to do it, even those that are shy. So let me see if I can flip this camera real quick here. Because if I don't do it now, I'll forget. All right, there I am. Huh? All right, and it's been a while since I've been on live with somebody. So it's tough to find time, but here I am, just sitting there feeding my kids and writing down things that I need to accomplish this week. One of them is just basically helping out my friends that are starting with their online gigs and things that I learned that I know I've made a mistake on. And I thought, if I'm going to go on Facebook, I might as well share something that they could learn from, something I learned from my own mistakes, and something that other more seasoned pros are doing online that you just copy what they do. So hopefully this will help those other people doing some online gig or whatever they're looking for on the internet that they think could help with the situation, income and whatever. So also another reason why when I go on Facebook Live, they say, oh, I'm shy. But one thing that's gotten over that is think about this. So this is for my niche audience, so like my married couples there. So going online on Facebook Live, why you want to do it and why not? So think of it this way. Let's say your spouse asks you to do something. Let's say call a teacher because there's an issue with your kids in school, and your spouse has a doctor appointment and nobody else can do it, right? So guess what? It's up to you to communicate and ask questions. So that 5-minute Facebook Live, it's uncomfortable, right? So, but it needs to get done, right? You need to communicate. We need to communicate with the teacher. So think of it that way. That 5 minutes of uncomfortableness, is that worth like 2 hours of argument later, right? No, it's not, right? So that's one motivation for the married folks out there. Think of it as something you have to do. You're just communicating information or asking questions. So that's one way to get around, you being shy. You're not going to be shy when the argument happens, right? So think about that. So another thing I want to share is basically, like I said, it's the mistakes and things what people should do and should not do online, right? Hey, good morning, Denmark. By the way, if you're watching this live, you can hashtag live or replay, hashtag replay if you're watching this on replay. So, yeah, I'm just hopping on here because I want to help out my friends I'm seeing a lot of online activity or inactivity for those just starting something online. I have a whole list of things that I woke up and I think, well, these people are not doing this and these people are doing this. So I just want to share that and go over like the basics of, I guess, how you want to show up if you want to show up, it's consistency, right? Let's see what else is here. Oh, by the way, it's Mike Castillo in Houston, for those who don't know me. So just a little motivation for Black Friday here. Not really any topic in particular, just something that's sharing what I learned. Why people would, shape up on what they do. If the internet's the one option out there, powerful option to get ahead in life, or things like that. Oh, hey, Elaine. So what I learned is basically, social media is a powerful tool, and not a lot of people are using it to its full potential, right? And I guess one of them is using Facebook Live, or what do you say? What do you do, right? If you're not an influencer, let's start with that one, and I'll end this after this real quick. If you're not this superstar influencer, how do you become one? How do you provide something that people would want to interact with you, engage with you, and follow what you're doing and all that? Well, that's not an instant thing, guys. Influencer is not something that you claim yourself. It's like being a leader. You don't just claim you're a leader and you are. It's over time. You just provide, share, your results, the value, and what helped you. So it's sharing your pain. Sometimes it's sharing what helps and preventing people from making the same mistakes or giving tips. So that's what you share. You become an influencer by the value you give to people for free, basically without asking for anything. So I just gave you the weather update here. It actually got better. So let me flip this. So see, it got cleared up. Yeah, so it's pouring earlier. So that's all I wanted to say, just some basics. But I'll be coming back on with my list of other topics to help you guys out there doing the online thing. So yeah, it's not about being an instant superstar online. You can't. If you're just starting like me, I'm still learning. So just always be a newbie mentality. You can't always be the best at what you do when you first start off. And having that newbie mentality keeps your hunger for the learning. So also for those folks that I'm seeing that are doing something online, another free one that you might have missed out on was the GoPro challenge. It's for like a whole week for like 90 minutes or something like that. And another one coming up in December is the GoPro, the virtual GoPro. So I highly recommend that for those doing something online. So it's worth the investment, and you'll learn so much, and it's a lot of previews that come with it. A lot of my people in my team are doing that too. So that's really helpful. You want to invest in your online real estate, that's a good place to start. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's all I got for today. So I need to go back and do the daddy thing. So to all the parents out there, feel free to ask me a question. So here's another thing you want to ask people when you go on, when you interact with them. So a call to action. So I asked you to comment live or comment replay. So if you don't tell people what you want, you don't ask them, you're not going to get. If you don't ask, basically the answer is always no, right? So ask me questions. So that's one call to action is like, ask me what I'm doing, or tell me what the weather's like in your area, or tell me where you're from. Comment here. So yeah, things like that. So that's how you would interact with your audience too. Like, talk to them like you're talking to a friend. Or actually on Facebook, like you can actually talk to a friend and just do a tandem. Speaking of a friend, here's Archie now from Merced, California. Hey, Archie. Yeah, I'm just hopping on here to give some tips, Facebook Live tips on people that are, for, I guess, some people that I've seen that are doing it almost right on social media and, getting started with their online gig or whatever. Just thought I'd give something that would help, get those people, the new people like me still. I've been doing this a year, so I consider myself still new. And Archie, thanks again you're like an instrumental person changing our life here, because you're the patient zero of that crazy weight loss coffee. So we'll talk more about that later. But anyway, gotta head back in and start working on my list of things to do for Black Friday. So I hope you guys have a nice, happy Black Friday online shopping and all this. Don't go too crazy. All right, Mike Castillo from Houston, Texas, signing out.